What connects the author of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Pantera drummer, and the Supreme Court Justice? It is the pattern in their astrological charts related to the health and specifically the heart. So today's not only will we be doing the diagnosis, but we'll be going through that investigation and we'll be showing the exact details of their health. So we will see how one point is giving rise to 3 different manifestations, and we will have a peaceful sleep, we will have the event at the gym, and also a demise, which then turned to a conspiracy theory because there was no autopsy inside. So let's see how this works. We have 3 charts. First is Douglas Adams. He is the British writer, this author of that Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and the demise was 49 at the gym, and cause was heart attack. Second, we have person who had heart disease. This is the Pantera, the Texas metal band drummer. And the third one, Anthony Scalia, demise in 2016. Also, heart was the cause, but here the longevity was much higher, 79. We'll also see how this differs in the chart. Straight away, we can see that the first 2 are much younger, and this vulnerability is worthy to examine in the chart and how to see it. So most astrologers will just take the first lord because the first house is showing the health, and they will see the affliction there. But after some examination, we will notice that nearly 50% of the charts will have somehow the first lord afflicted. But if we will take the closer look here, we'll notice that in the chart of the person with higher longevity, we have the Lagna lord with the sun, whilst in the 2 other charts, we have ascendant lord, moon or Mercury, and the sun in the 212 distance. So we can see how there is this dichotomy, or there is lacking blessing of the sun on the ascendant lord, which is giving rise to that potential problem with the health vulnerability, which may then expand into bigger problems. But this is only one point, because again, you will notice that many charts also will have this 212 distance. But what is worthy to notice here, that this distance is already showing us the affliction. So only that distance, we don't need anything else. This is already giving us signal to investigate this matter further. Now, the third thing, which now is again making it more distinct here, is the position of the ascendant lord in the Navamsha. And in these 2 charts with lower longevity, we will see that in the first chart, it is in 12, which is also the moon. In the second chart, it is in the 10th, but it is with debilitated moon, and also is joining the 8th lord. So it's either relates to 8 and 12 and is in that afflicted state. So now we have 3 filters, which is making the case more serious. Okay, so now we went through that probability part of health analysis, which is the vulnerability of the body or the strength of the body. And now we can go to this nivriti, which is showing where is the weak spot. And here, again, most astrologers will take 8th lord of disease or 6th lord and related to cancer or 4th house. And in one chart, we have this situation, and this is also giving us some information what this means. But in the other chart, like Unipol's chart, we have it in Gemini in the 12th house, not related at all to neither cancer or the 4th house. So by this rule alone, we will exclude the heart. And even if you take for the Douglas Adams, the 8th lord is in the 4th, that's true. But for 8th lord, we are normally taking the sign. So that would be Virgo, that will be different organ. That's not the heart, that's more about the kidneys and this area. So we can see how the standard path has failed us. But what we really should be examining is the 4th from the moon and the 7th from the moon for high blood pressure. The first example is quite easy. We have the Unipol, 4th from the moon is that Mars, and this is afflicted by the Sun and Saturn. So we need to have like a real affliction, which is more than one malefic giving problem. And this is also here in the Scalia's chart. We have 4th house from the moon, which is Capricorn, between 2 malefics. And even if there is the benefic Jupiter, it is Marana Karakastana Jupiter, which is not helping the case. And the Saturn, the Lord, is also combust. So we can see 4th from moon, again, is very much afflicted. We know, for example, that this high blood pressure was in the Anthony Scalia's chart present. And we can see in his chart, we have the moon in the 3rd. 4th from that is Scorpio. And Scorpio has 2 lords, Mars and Ketu. For organs, because they are physical, we are usually ignoring the nodes. So we can see the Mars is there. And we also see that Saturn is the 7th lord from the moon. This is indicating the blood pressure, and this is also in that mix. How that Mars is afflicted, because we see the Rahu is afflicting that, but before that we have like two malefics. So first we examined the health. We have seen Ascendant Lord and the Sun relation. Then we went to the fourth from the Moon, and now we have found the weak spot. Now we can go to the timing, because many people may have this fourth from Moon afflicted, but the whole life is good, and this can only trouble you in some 50 something. So we also need to examine what is the timing when this can happen. And what we usually hear is, let's take the 6 and 8, because 6 and 8 is disease. Let's take their lords, their dashas, and see what's going on. For Vini Pol, it was Saturn, Jupiter, but Jupiter is the 6th lord, that's true, but it's in the own sign, so that would usually not give any problem here. So 6th, 8 in the Rasi chart is giving us something, but it will fail us in most of the times. Therefore, we have a better rule for timing health, and this is in the Navamsha. So let's see the timing of all these three charts and see which point got activated. For Vini Pol, it was Saturn, Jupiter. We see Jupiter is in 6th, but Jupiter is in the own sign, which is giving results to the Moon. Where is the Moon? Moon is in the 12th house. The nature of planets, that this is the Moon, is also important for this type of health challenges, because the Moon and Mars will be showing the heart-related diseases. For Anthony Scalia, we have Venus, Rahu. Now Rahu is the 12th lord again. So now we have some pattern, the 12th house got activated. For Douglas Adams, we have a Saturn Antardasha, again Saturn as the 12th lord. So now we can see that we are going step by step, vulnerability of the body, then we go into the finding the weak spot, and then also the timing. We have seen that 12, sometimes the 8 in the Navamsha is giving us results when this problem may happen. So of course there will be many Antardashas, because what we were examining here is the Antardasha. There are also methods first to see which Mahadasha is giving you the health concerns, and then if you have that Mahadasha, using that rule with the 8 and 12 will give you indications when it can happen. But sometimes you may have many planets in 8 or 12, so it would be nice to have a second filter to exclude some of the planets to be even more accurate. And that is the 4-point we are talking about. This is opening now the even more specialized chart, and we would think it would be the 6 or the 8, right? Because the 4 is property, the 10 is the work, the 10 is work. So the Varga related to the disease would be the 6 or the 8. But in the Shastra and also in our tradition, we are taught that the chart to examine this health perspective is the 30 chart. Special type of counting this chart, which is called Venkatesha Trimshamsa. By the way, if you'd like to have your chart analyzed, if you have any type of health concerns you would like to check astrologically, the consultations on the Zoom, 60 or 90 minutes, and the whole process of booking is now through Calendly. So check the link in the description. Of course, the D30 chart requires some type of rectification. The good way to learn and exercise on this chart is find those charts which have the degrees between 10 and 20, because then the Navamsha and the Shamsa will overlap in such a way that you will have 1 or 2 options left for the Trim Shamsa. So it is much easier to rectify than when it's in the first or third Drakana, because then 1 Navamsha or 1 Dashamsa can give you, especially 1 Navamsha will give you 4 options, 1 Dashamsa will give you 3 options. But if you are in the second Drakana, Navamsha and Dashamsa, they overlap in such a way that it will give you 1 or 2 options. So to learn this chart, it is good to find those charts with the second Drakana. I must admit that I'm quite fascinated about the Trim Shamsa. Just like Navamsha, it is giving us the internal dynamic, how the things are going, and it's very interesting because it really encompasses many, many events, even seemingly going out of that language of disease. Now, in the Vini Pol chart, we have Moon in the 12th in that chart. So again, something related to blood in the 12th house, which is quite important. For Douglas Adams, we have Moon joining the 12th lord, Rahu. Virgo is loaded by Rahu. And in this Scalia's chart, all these planets, Moon in 8, Jupiter is in the 12th, but Jupiter is giving results of Moon. So again, we have Moon in the 12th. And here we didn't make any time changes. We are just taking those charts how they are. If you'd like to learn more about the analysis of Trim Shamsa, we have another video in which we are seeing also the health concerns more related to surgeries and organ removals, so you may find it here.